going to start assembling this sub back together. First, we're going to start by getting this lined up properly. Okay. Then we're gonna grab our bolts. Okay. We're gonna grab our bolts. These longer ones goes to the. Let's check and see which ones goes where. Okay. The longer ones goes here. The longer ones goes here. I was out of view of the camera. I apologize. The longer ones goes here. Pretty strong magnet right here. Okay, get all them screwed in. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our bit. Alright, we got all those nice and tight. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go back in here with our little cleaner and make sure we get all this debris out of here. If there's any more falls up in there, just debris heaven. Debris just gets stuck in there so quick. Alright, now what we do is we get all this cleaned up real good. Now I want to show you guys this. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, this is what I want to show y'all. I'm going to show you this right here. Say for instance, like when you get ready to take the sub apart, for those who didn't see how it was took apart, because I tried to load the video, but it seemed like that one got messed up and I had deleted it, so y'all didn't get to see that one. So this is how it's assembled on there. This is glued to this. It's glued and it's screwed in from the inside right here, so you can't get to the screws. You can't get to the screws. This is glued here. So what you have to do is you have to heat this up and put a screwdriver in between there, a flathead screwdriver in between there, and pry up on this and keep heating it. Just a little heat, not a lot. Keep prying all the way around till you get this to come off. I'm telling you that because of this. You might, when you heat it up, if you put too much heat, you might put heat on this And what may happen is it'll turn black, and you could turn this frail, and it might be ready to break. But how you can fix this, if you get any heat on this and it get burnt a little bit, like right here, all you need is some of this right here, E6000. You put a little bit on it, and then you keep working it in, and it's gonna come through to the other side. Then you put a little bit of that, then you smooth it, then you put it around ineffective areas. What that'll do, it'll make the spider back real strong, and it'll be permanent strong. It won't mess up or break. And even if it's broke, or cut, you put a little bit of this on each side and let it seal, and it'll just bond that back, and it won't break anymore. Some really good stuff. It's E6000. Get you some of that, and we'll also use this to glue the spider back down, and glue everything back together. So after you do that, now another thing I want to show you is, before we do all that, we have to take this voice cord, and we have to get the solder. We have to solder these. The way this one made, it's not made like the other ones. We have to get our leads soldered back to here. So how this one going, we got to get it soldered back to here. So what we'll do is, we'll get our voice cord in there. We're not going to glue the voice cord. We just get it in there. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our drill bit, and we're going to drill a hole here. We're going to drill a hole there. And we're going to drill a hole here on both sides. And we're going to stick that wire down in there. And we're going to solder it. We're going to solder it here, because see, this part don't move. See, right here, we're going to solder the wire from there to there. On this side, from there to there. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that started, and I'll be right back. If you excuse me, if you line it straight up with the middle of this hole and come straight down directly, a little bit above the circle of the line right here, and just drill straight down. Don't apply a lot of pressure. Then find out where the other one is, and you just line it straight up with it, about right there. And come to the side and come straight through. And it's lined up perfect with it. Come to the other side and see where the wire falls at. See where it falls at. It falls with this hole right here. This one falls in the same spot the other side. So for all subs, they probably gonna be the same. They're gonna fall just where I'm drilling these at. Alright, now after you do that, you're gonna take the wire, and before I put this in there, I'm gonna show you guys how many more minutes we got. We got like 11 more minutes. I'm just gonna stop each video at about 20 minutes. Okay, now I'm looking for my tester so I can show y'all the ohm of this core, because I didn't get to show you guys when I was wrapping it. Let me find my tester. Okay, so have the tester here. I'm going to turn it to 200 ohms. I'm going to grab our sandpaper. We're going to see how many ohms this voice cord is that I just made. Clean each one of them off real good. hold on to the other end so it won't break, because if it break, you'll be, unless you know how to fix it and run another wire from that cord, from the part that broke, you'll be you have to make a whole new, have to try to fix it some type of way. It can be fixed. Alright, now after you do that, we're looking for at least 4 ohms. Because when you wrap it up, when you wrap the voice cord, the first pass you come down, when you test it, it should be 2 ohms. Then you run the pass back up, it should be 4 ohms. That should be this should be positive and negative. We're gonna check and see if this one's positive and negative, if I can remember. So we seeing what it is. Let's see. You can see that right there. This side is do I need a new battery in this thing or something? Do I need a battery in this thing? I might need a new battery. Oh, this tester, so I need a new battery probably. Yup. It don't be working that good for some reason. I'll give me a new one. It was working a little while ago. Now it's not working. Something is really wrong with this tester. Something's just really wrong with this thing. Is there something with the wire? Something with that. It's going haywire. So I know the boost cord is good. Might need a new battery. It's dead. Let me pause that. Okay. I checked and seen what was wrong with it. The wire here has a shortage. Seems like it has a shortage and I gotta fix it later. So right there we have 3.5 ohms on that side. And on this side we have 3.7, 3.5, 3.4 ohms. Yep, so we got, it's probably still, the battery probably bad, but I checked it later, it was 3.8 ohms. So let me get my other tester to make sure the ohm. Okay. Excuse me, I have my testers here. I have this tester and I have this one. And we're gonna check the ohm. I changed the battery out in this one, changed it over. So first we're gonna start with this one and we're gonna check the ohm and see what it is. I have it right here. We're gonna touch it and see what it comes up to be. It's gonna keep going down. See how it's going down. Should go to 4.0. Here in a second, should go to 4.0. Well, it went down a little while ago. It's varying. That's 4.0 right there. And we're going to check this side. One side going to be a little higher than the other. See, it's not a real good tester right here though. We're going to check this side and see what it says. Okay, we got 4.0. See 4.0. One side should be 3.9 and the other side should be 4.0. But now we're going to check and test it on a accurate tester, like the Craftsman right here. If it's working correctly, it should say 3.8 to 3.9. So let's check the two leads right here. We're gonna get 3.4. Sound like it's kind of off though. Something might be wrong with this tester. Something might be wrong with it. It's a little while ago it was 3.8. I think it. Well, 3.5 on that one. 3.5, 3.6. So, all right, we got the ohms tested on it. Let me turn this one off. I'm gonna have to get me a new tester. I think this thing is not accurate. It's just been banged around a little bit too much. All right, now what we do is we see it's at about 3.6 to 3.8 ohms, or 3.4 ohms by the other tester. 3.4 ohms. So we're gonna take and we put it inside of the cone. But before I do that, I'm gonna do something else to the core so it can cool a little better. And I've been doing my measurements. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, if it comes all the way up to there. So my holes would be, I have one hole there, one there. Okay. I'm gonna put a coolant hole on each side of the V. If I can get down there to put it, I'm gonna put a coolant hole on there. If it get it down there far enough. If it don't, it will be okay. That's as far as it'll get. I'll put a coolant hole right there. I'll put a coolant hole there. Okay. Alright. That's going to allow it to cool a little more up here so the heat won't go so far up and make it to the voice and make it to the top. Give it just a little more coolant, just to cool a little more. I put a hole there and I put another hole there above the V to help it cool just a little more. Now we're going to put it, let me see how much time we got left. We got 18, about 2 minutes. We're gonna put it back in here and move it around to right there. Then we're gonna stop the video and have to come back to it again when it get to 20. I don't know how much time they'll allow me. I'm gonna move it around just a little bit. About right there. So now we can run these through the hole. If we finished, if you look good, see how it's got the little coolant, it's got like just a little bit sticking out there. You might not think that'll do much. It's got a big one right there. I guess it came down a little further on this side, but it'll do a lot. It'll really cool a lot. I think I might go down a little more on that one. I can cut in on it.